Yo, 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 we got GDP today. Let's go. Hey, let me remind you that trading's risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. But please, stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never, ever, 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 ever risk money you cannot afford to lose. Yo, yo, yo. Hello, my name is Wayne McDonald. I am the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com. Thank you very much for being at this webinar at the Forex.Today YouTube channel. If you are a client of Traders Way, namaste. If you are new to Traders Way but you are enjoying these webinars and you're finding them helpful or maybe just entertaining, then check this out. The overriding goal of these webinars is to make you a better trader. This is an investment into your success today. And maybe tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, you will start to gain skills and confidence in your trading, and you would like to start trading real money. Maybe, just maybe, you'll go with TradersWay.com as the prime broker to your new successful Forex trading business. That's the business model. And you will trade successfully and conservatively with discipline, with trade plans for years and years and years and years and years and years. Meanwhile, you'll trade with Traders Way. And over time, your lot size will get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger as your account grows, and everything will be good. You'll press a button to trade. Traders Way enters your trade with fast execution speed, competitive spreads, and amazing swaps. Amazing swaps. So anyways, thank you for being on our team. Ask questions, get involved, and be a positive contributor to the community. What do you stink? Smell like a plan? All right, well then let's go. It is 8 a.m. ET, so in a half an hour we have some GDP news. Want to point something out with the exotics. Look how steady this trend has been. Up, up, right, down, 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 up, up, sell, down, 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 up, sell, right, down, 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 down. Down, 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 up, sell, 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 down, 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 down. This is the projected low for the month of July. Projected low using pivot point theory. Look what happened. Not up, 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 down, right, sell, down, down, right? Boom! Holy smokes. Jeff says, are you still holding Euro, Turkish Lira, crazy drop today? Yeah, I think I'm up 150 pips for the day, maybe 200 pips for the day. Yeah, I got out of bed. I'm like, oh, wait another 200 pips. There you go. And I think next week, that trade, I'll be up 250% in interest collected. But it took 3 months, right? But remember, a lot of that time I'm collecting 20% annually times leverage. So, yeah, good trade. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, man, I was just telling you, it was just an example trade. So anyways, Joe, I hope you're in it too. But anyways, cool, right? Like maybe professional traders are using the same tools that I'm teaching you. How plausible is that? That what I'm teaching you, institutional investors are also doing somewhat the same. King Erdogan? Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually. All right. So anyways, let's move off that. Who cares? Focus on Euro. Okay. So what do you think? What do you want to do? Amazing, huh? Big on reversal again. Another look at it. So now what? All right. So let's get off that. Let's look at another Euro trade. What is this? Euro pound? So big bad Boris, he went to Juncker. By the way, Juncker, I call him, I have a nickname for everybody. I call him Junkyard Dog. Juncker says, hey, Boris, what's up? Boris is like, hey, man, I'm a hardliner. You got to give us a better deal or we're going to hard Brexit on you. And Juncker starts laughing. Get the hell out of here. I don't give a shit about you and your stupid hardline deal. Yeah, take a hike, bro. So now Boris is like, shit. It sucks to be prime minister. Huh? Sucks to be prime minister. So Junkyard Dog laughed in his face and said, take a hike, Boris. Boris. All right. So anyways. Hey, wait, I see you use EMAs. Good observation. Is there a huge difference between 2155 and 2050? No. Well, you're doing SMA. Yes, there would be a difference. Well, you would set yours at 2050, not 2155. Okay. Well, I don't use simple, I use EMA. But you can kill all that. I don't really care what you use. And I've been saying that for 100 million years. 15 years ago when I was doing at the very first Forex Trading Expo in Las Vegas, very first one, I was a speaker. And even then I said, look, here's what I use, but it doesn't matter what you use. But let me tell you why I use them. 2155. And by the way, I used to use 2060, not 2050. Okay? But these are medium-term moving averages. I use EMAs. You want to use SMAs? I don't really care. It doesn't matter. It's all gobbledygook nonsense. Like if you honestly believe Fibonacci has something to do with how trees grow, you know, you're a fish that have swallowed the hook. It's all nonsense. So let's dumb things down and remove the mystery behind things, right? These are simply medium term moving averages. So I say they should measure the medium term. Okay, now let's get rid of that. Okay, okay, they measure the medium term. What do you want to call that? Market. What are we doing? What's going on today? Whatever, however you measure the medium term. Okay, depends on the time frame too, right? But whatever. What's happening in the medium term? So if on a 4-hour chart, it would be like, what's happening this week? Okay, and then I want to use some other numbers. I use 5/8, but I've used 1,000 other versions of short-term moving averages. Doesn't matter which ones you use. Really shouldn't matter if you use 4/7 or 6/9 or 5/10. I don't think it will matter. Okay? Because really what matters the most is patience and discipline. So if you don't have any of that, whatever you use, you're going to fail at anyways, right? So anyway, so I use a combination of short term to measure like what's going on right now. Like, should I pull the trigger now? Okay. And then I use this medium term to say, well, where are we going? So this is sort of like direction, right? And this is sort of trigger. And that's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. It doesn't matter what you use. You can use any combination of medium term, and then you can use any combination of short term for your trigger. So for example, like this is technically important, that 2155 cross. That just says the market is bearish. That's all it means on this time frame. Okay? Doesn't mean anything else. So let's take a look. Technically speaking, right here, the market turned bullish. Technically speaking, according to my moving averages. And then what the book says that I wrote 15 years ago is that, you know, there's a buy, right? There's a buy, 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 there's a buy. This is a big question mark here. What's going on here? Okay, here's a buy, here's a buy, here's a buy, here's a buy, and you should get out. Right there. Cool, right? In. Let's do this differently. In at that point. Out at this point. And what amazing technical analysis did we use? 2155 puts us, 55 is the in and out. Okay? And the 5/8, if you want to, you don't have to do it this way, is the trigger. So you can go in, or you can go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. This just says basically the market technically, if you want to do 2155, you can say technically the market is up here, and technically the market is down here. Okay, and then you put this congruency like your bias over market conditions. So what if your bias is bearish? and this turns up. No trades. Okay, all of there's no trades for you. Your market is your bias is bearish, but the market is bullish. Well, what about here? Your bias is bearish, and the market turned bearish. What do? Sell, 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 sell. And that's all complements of whatever combination of moving averages you use. So again, in the most simplified form, what is it that I'm doing? I look at my bias and I say, I'm a bull. When do market conditions, when are market conditions favorable to my bias? Right here. So now I trade. If I'm above the 21, I'm aggressive. If I'm below the 21, I'm conservative. And when they cross down, market conditions are no longer favorable to my bias. So I stop trading. Okay. Mark says they're charging you 5.3 swap. Yeah. Well, first of all, there is no they. It's your cost. It's not like somebody is doing this to sort of make money. It's your cost. That's the cost. Do you know who they is? They is the government. Okay? That's just your cost, right? So it's not your brokers. It's it's the ECB and the Bank of England that create the swap. Okay, I just want to clarify that. Right. Yep. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm just clarifying. Nahomi says, I did a quick trade on Euro Lira yesterday. Yeah, I guess it was very late. I mean, we're in the profit zone. So trading in the profit zone is a very bad idea. Okay. I suppose anything quick is a bad idea. All right. So that's enough. By the way, was that helpful? Hopefully there's more than 20 thumbs up today on the video. All I want is you. Oh. All I want is you. Oh. All I want is you. All I want is you. All I want is you. So I think we did most of this. This is Brooks' trade. Makes you wonder. So we've seen, what, 3 different currency pairs today. They hit the projected target for the month. And look what happens. Neat, right? Thank you, guys. Mark says, how do some brokers not do swaps then? Oh, they're keeping the money themselves. Okay. You'd be surprised, like so like this one here, 1 mini lot Cost me $100. I've earned 240% in 3 months, just in swap. If you go to another broker, pick a big one. Pick like the biggest known broker that you know. And look at their swap. I bet you in many cases, you're going to lose money on the swap, not make it. You're not going to make 2,000% a year, because that's only 3 months, right? So I'll make 1,000. So I'll make 500% this year in swap. Thank you, Traders Way. And I bet you go to your big broker, look at the swap. It's either going to be less than that or you'll actually lose money. Like they'll charge you a swap. Or Mark says, or they do no swap at all, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, I prefer 1,000% a year on swap than zero, huh? By the way, for you to check that, where's my exotics? Because that's where you're going to see it the most, right? So let's pick this one. Oh, I guess I could have just done it this way. If you want to compare Trader's Way to like anybody else, just pick an obvious one. So like, how about Eurozar? Okay, Eurozar. Go to specification. It tells you right here, long and short. If you're long this, you're going to lose a ton. If you're going to short this, you're going to make even, ginormous. Okay? So if you're long, you're going to lose a lot of money in swap. If you're short this, you're going to make a lot of money in swap. And compare it to your deadbeat broker that probably slips you like crazy on all your trades. Compare them and see who wins. Okay? If you're short this, yeah, see, look, the interest rates have dropped. Okay? So if you're short, you'll make a ton of money. And they drop because the central bank cut interest rates, right? And if you're long this, you're going to lose a lot in the swap. Okay? So it tells you right there what you're going to earn. Now, take this and then add leverage to it. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's on your leveraged money, guys. So if you go to euro dollar, okay, 3.36, right? So let's say you had 100 to 1 leverage. Now you're going to earn 336% a year on the money that you risk. Right? So if you did one mini lot on euro dollar short with Trader's Way, you're going to earn $336 a year on your $100 investment. Okay? Then you go to your deadbeat broker and you find out they're going to screw you and lose money and charge you money. And keep all that money. Keep it and charge you. Okay? So anyways, I'm just pointing that out. You can do that with any broker. Apples to apples, man. Check it out. Find out that, TW treats you right. Okay. All right, here we go. A lot of noise yesterday. Nothing happened. We're right back to right where we were. What does that tell you? It tells you that bulls had a trade plan and bears had a trade plan and everyone else didn't. So let me flip this for us. Let's flip it to this template. Okay. Look how crazy this is, yo. Let's go over the crazy logic. Somebody had a trade plan in this area. Where? At support, right? And then someone had a trade plan in this area. Where? At resistance. And people with no trade plan lost money. Okay? That's it. Amazing, right? Okay, so that's that. Trying to see if there's anything else here really to talk about. We're below the 21 and 55, so it's still very, very bearish. So Bill says, personally, I'm bullish in euro dollar. Okay, well, this is a ridiculous place to be bullish. Now, you can be bullish, that's totally fine. But right now, this is hardcore bearish, and you'd be very foolish to buy it. Okay? So you need to wait, Bill. And one example of waiting I just gave you is wait for the 21.55 to cross up. And then wait for the 5.8 to cross down, and then the 5.8 to cross back up, and now you can get going. And you'll say to me, but oh my God, Wayne, that'll take 1, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, 1 or 2 weeks that you're not losing money. Those are 2 awesome weeks. Okay. Prince Philip, you can download the pivot point indicator for free from charts.fxbootcamp.com. And while you're doing that, you install the template for free, which configures the indicator to look the way I like it to look. Okay. So anyways, Bill, you got to wait for, let's change this to this. Okay. Well, I guess this should be redder. Okay. This needs to happen first of all. Okay. And then this needs to happen. Okay, that's at the very least. You need to see that. And then the 5.8 cross, I'm not going to do the 5 and the 8. But the 5.8, I mean, for this to move sideways, this has to braid for a while. And then it's going to pop up, and then it's going to pop down. And then you want something like this. Okay? And at that point, you're like, okay, now you can think about it. Okay? But this is, I can't think of a word strong enough without insulting somebody, but this is a terrible idea to be a bull here. Now, you might do like what we've seen in other currency pairs where, you get sort of a big move like this on a counter trend. But the ECB just told us not only are they likely to cut interest rates, but they're likely to do QE. I mean, there's just no reason on the planet right now to buy that pair. None. Right? And so in Eurozone, it's going to be -5, right? Over like over a 2%. I mean, the dollar compared to the euro is just worth more, right? You can't sell a Yugo and buy a Ferrari. Now you can sell a Ferrari and buy a Yugo and buy a whole bunch of Yugos. Oh, GDP's out? Yeah, hot to go? So what you'll find on the GDP news, so I'm not looking at it, but it's better than expected, right? So we have consumer spending, which was good, we know is good, plus which people had question marks about, plus G, which is steady, okay, plus net X, okay, and there was questions about this, the trade war, for example, okay. So the news that we're learning here won't have anything to do with consumers. We already know that. That's good right now. The economy is at full employment. People have jobs. They have money in their pocket, and they spend it on beer, cigarettes, and diapers. Okay? The government's going to spend always. It doesn't matter if the economy is good or the economy is bad. They're going to spend their budget and probably even more. So we don't really care about that. So right now, when we have questions about GDP, it's this stuff, right? Are businesses spending their money? Because that's all that is. Consumers, they spend money on, like I said, beer, cigarettes, and diapers. Businesses spend their money on other things like factories and buildings and printer toner and stuff. That's business investment, right? So if we get a red hot GDP, okay, this is likely good. And then what? We're exporting a lot or we're importing less. Okay? Or both. It's the only way to get those kinds of numbers, right? And like if this was bad and this was good, or vice versa, they would sort of offset each other. So both of these are better than expected, is what we just learned. So now if you're meeting with a big investor, the big investor says, hey man, how about the GDP numbers red hot? I say, yeah, but you know what? There's a story behind the headline numbers. Really? Yeah, well, we know the consumer, because of full employment, that everyone that wants a job has a job, therefore they have money in their pocket and they're out spending it. So we know that the consumer is fine. We're great on that side of the economy. And that is important because it is 70% of the GDP. Okay? We know government spending, they're going to budget, they're going to spend whatever. It doesn't matter if the economy is good or bad. So if we take all that out, the only thing left in the GDP that we have question marks about would be business investment and net exports. And so because we have a number higher than expected, we were shocked, not in consumer spending and government spending, but somewhere that businesses are starting to feel comfortable investing, or the trade war isn't nearly as bad as we thought it would be, that trade war with China. So that's what we know from these numbers. And you know what? You might sound worthy of investing in. I don't know, but at least you know what's going on, right? Okay. Now, net X, do we get import-export data? Do we get import-export data? Yeah, it's called trade balance or balance of trade. So let's now focus on business investment. Do we get business investment data? How about things like ISM? IFO. What else? You could almost like capacity and utilization, you could assume if factories are working at higher capacity that, there's going to be at some point when they're closer and closer to 100, they're going to have to add capacity and therefore assume some sort of increase in I. So anyways, guys, we get retail sales and other data and really NFP because it leads to that. So you can figure out the consumer. Here's your net X, import exports, right? Here's your I, and the government releases a budget every year. So there's your G. And you take all of this and on your own, you can estimate GDP. Because you're wicked smart. You don't even have to wait for the stupid government to release their nonsense. Okay? Rami says, would you consider Eurozar as a good carry trade? Well, if you borrow euros, they pay you money. So what if a bank paid you $75,000 a year to borrow $1 million a year to live in a house? So you get the house plus $75,000 a year. You probably do the deal. You might even look for a $2 million house. You're like, well, I'll take the $2 million house if I'm guaranteed to earn $150,000 a year. Then you're like, $150,000. Well, if I was making $300,000 a year, I might be able to retire. So I need a $4 million mortgage. So now you start looking for $4 million mortgages because the bank will pay you $300,000 a year, right? I mean, so that sounds all right. So you borrow the euro, and you're going to earn 0.5%. Well, not quite, but soon you'll earn 0.5%. They'll pay you to borrow it. So that's a good beginning to a carry trade, right? So now the thing is, will you be okay if you invest it into South Africa, which is your question? Okay, well, South Africa, if you give them euros, they will pay you 6.5%. Plus, Europe is paying you 0.5%. So your total carry is 7% times your leverage, let's say 100 to 1. So you'll earn 700% a year on the money that you used. So if you did one mini lot, it would cost you, let's say, $100. I mean, this is an exotic currency. Maybe it cost you more than $100, but about $100. But you'll earn $700 a year in interest payments from the swap. So is Eurozar a good carry? I don't know. That's subjective. Do you like 700% a year guaranteed? Now, the only guarantee is that if the trade is open and you're short, you'll collect every day your piece of 700. But now the Eurozar could do this. And if you live in South Africa, you know this. So you could lose 3,000% if you don't know how to trade. It's not hard. If you don't know how to trade, you can make the dumbest mistakes in the world, and you'll lose 3,000%, but you'll be happy with the 700 you're making. You know what I'm talking about? So the idea is if you short, let's say you shorted here, and you jam your stop, now you're down here, move your stop to break even, and now walk away and try to forget about it. Because the worst case scenario, you're making 700% a year. Not on this, of course, if this was ZAR. Okay? And then best case scenario, December 31st, you're coming up, you're like, okay, I need to start worrying about taxes and stuff. Should I take it this year? Should I take it on J1 or D31? And so you look at it, maybe Christmas morning, you open up your Eurozar, and you find out you're up 3,000 pips. Okay? Plus you've been in it for 6 months, so you're up $3,000, plus you have $350 dollars in swap. So you have $3,350 on your $100 investment. And you're like, oh, that was pretty good. And then you make a decision on what you want to do. Do you want to take it in 2019, or do you want to take it and pay taxes in 2020? Because if you want to pay taxes in 2020, you just wait for J1, January 1st, then you take your profit and you defer your taxes, in the United States by, for 16 months, just because you waited one extra day. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, so Eurozar swap 222. Okay. Okay, there's reasons for all of that. So let's double confirm. Eurozar. Okay, no. So you see, you only got Eurozar at 222. Look at, I have it at 122. Okay. 122 times 100, because if I'm leveraged 100 to 1, okay. Oh, look at, do you guys remember doing this trade plan 2 weeks ago? Look, it's not perfect, but you get the idea. Up, 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 down, down, buy. It waited around for the 21 to catch up. I thought it would come down and go up, but either way. How about that? We talked about how to build a reversal. Does the swap depend on the broker? Absolutely yes. That's why you should choose Trader's Way as your broker. Many, like I was saying before, Rameez, many of your brokers will give you nothing. In fact, they'll charge you money. But the reason they do that is not cynical. So, right? So for people that have like $1,000 in their account, and every time they pull the trigger, the spread is like 22 cents. Do you understand the regulatory costs and other costs and interbanking costs and liquidity costs and staffing costs and all the costs that a broker has? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much it costs to run a brokerage. In fact, it's horrific how expensive it is to run a brokerage firm. So when your spread is, only like 22 cents, when you're trading your micro lot, how does a broker possibly make money when they have customer service staff and technical staff, and they're paying for servers, and they're paying for, all of this stuff? I mean, there's no way you can make any money on 22 cents, right? So the way that a broker can try to make money is keep the carry or even charge you on the carry, because most people with $1,000 in their account, they don't give two hoots about the carry because it's meaningless. Again, it's like a penny a day. So you don't really care, right? But to a broker that might have 30, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 accounts like this, well, an extra 100,000 pennies a day, or 100,000 quarters a day, or $100,000 a day, it begins to matter. And it's a way for them to cover their basic operating costs, right? I don't think it's going to some dude's yellow Lamborghini fund that owns the brokerage. I don't think those days exist anymore. So that's what happens. If you're a small fish and you're like, my broker's charging me money. Well, it's because you don't have any money. Now, if you're a high roller, right? And you're like, yeah, I'm going to drop 10 million into my account. And by the way, that's not even a high roller, but let's just use that as a number. You're like, I'm a high roller. I want maximum interbanking swaps because I'm going to carry trade like a mofo. And they're like, well, we have our standard swaps, which are quite competitive with a, and they're like, dude, I'm going to move my 10 million somewhere else. They're like, wait. Okay, we'll make a deal with you. We'll give you better swaps, right? I mean, whatever. It's money. It's negotiation. It's business. But how many people then only have hey, it's earned $240, right? Who cares? Now, percentage-wise, that's really good because that's on a $100 trade. So if I had a standard lot, that'd be $2,500. Hey, that's pretty good for 3 months. Okay? If I was more institutional and I had an M on there, which is a mini lot for an institution, $1 million, right? That's $25,000 in 3 months just in swap. Right? Plus I'd have $100,000 in pips. You see how at some point it adds up. But a micro lot, I've been in it for 3 months. I've earned $24. Who cares? Right? I'm up 110 in pips and only 25 in swap. Like amateur traders don't even look at that. So a broker is going to say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep it. In fact, they'll keep the $25 and then charge you $25. You understand that? Because again, you're not even watching that. You probably don't even have swap on here. Right? So if you don't care, they're going to charge you because they need to make money to provide you a service. And then here's something else that probably happens to you. You found a broker that says, we're only going to charge you 0.000000001 spread on the euro dollar. And you're like, oh my God, that's the most important thing for me for choosing a broker to hold and execute, hold all my money and execute all my trades for me. I want to pay the smallest spread possible, which again is a poverty way of thinking, right? I don't want a broker that can actually earn money so that they can pay for quality customer service and a fast server and all that. I want the cheapest broker. And then what do? Every time they pull the trigger, they're 1 pip late. This is called slippage. So they put a pip in their pocket and execute you here, and this is what they show you the charge, but you pull the trigger and it's a little slow. And then when you go to take profit, it's a little slow and you lose a pip there too. And they slip you and you're like, oh, this is my spread. I have a low spread. My broker has the lowest spread on the planet. They have a slow computer. They have no staff. There's no support. And they probably slip you 2 pips each way. You're probably paying 5 pips on a euro dollar spread, even though they're only advertising it as 0.0000001, right? So you got to be careful, right? Okay, you get it? Pick a broker that is on your side. Is on your side. Okay. Anyways, there's something we planned 2 weeks in advance. I hope you're making money. Hope you're making money. Are we going to do, we can do a few more. Let's, hang on now. Hang on now. Hang on, Bubba. Bubba, I like the way you talk. Wait, Bubba. Mama, what's vacation? It's when your daddy loses a lot of money trading Forex and we never see him again. He's buried in the sand dunes somewhere between Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Hang on. Hang on. That's me yesterday. Cool, that's what I want. Please comment. Help support our community that way. It's very important for YouTube that we get likes and comments and subscriptions. I've been doing these webinars every day for 15 years or something. Hey, nice to meet you. All right. I am now taking requests for currencies to cover. Please leave your request there. You have approximately 3 minutes to leave your request for a currency pair. Sorry, I'm on fire right now. Hot, 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 hot. There we go. Oops. I guess that's also full screen. Interesting. So you have 3 minutes to request your currency pair in the comments below yesterday's video. Okay? I will look for your requested currency pairs and I'll cover as many as I possibly can. Okay? So go to that link. I just posted it. Okay? Dylan's not understanding. Dylan, you got to go to this link and post your request there. Simon's not getting it either. Simon, you got to go to this link and post it there. I'm going to ignore every request. Andreas is also not understanding. You got to go to that link to yesterday's video and leave your request there. I know it's an inconvenience. It's going to take you a whole 22 seconds. But please do it. It's important to support the success of our community on YouTube. Okay? Since 1,000 people watch the video and only 8 leave comments, I'm going to have to do it this way. That's all right, Dilly. Koppen and Steel. No worries. It's something new. We'll figure it out. I like the way you talk. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Can I thumb up myself? Nope. I'll put it back. Look at that. I did an hour and a half yesterday. Okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Refresh. Please comment. Help support our community that way. Okay, let's move this over. Now, if I do that, I can't see your comments now. Really questions. So weird. Come on, YouTube. There we go. All right. Thank you, Wayne. You're welcome. Thank you, Wayne. You're welcome. By the way, I want to thank you for your patience and dedication to teaching us. My pleasure. Brilliant as usual. Thank you. That was a great way to coach. Thank you. Oh, Original Gangsta. Awesome session, Wayne. Can you look at Aussie Swissy next? Yeah, maybe. These webinars are very helpful in bold italics. Wow, how did you do that? Cool. Pound dollar, Aussie Swiss franc. Agree with Oscar, you are a great teacher. Thank you. These are the best webinars in the entire YouTube. I know, right? Thank you, Hugo. TCB, cut these interest rates. Yeah. Yeah, we knew that. We already knew that. But thank you, Bill. Maybe you posted it before. No. They did it before that. Anyways, yep, you're right, Billy. Margarita, I enjoy your videos. Awesome. Awesome content. Umberjack, thank you. Amazing. Thank you, Imad. Oh, USD Mexican peso. I was going to do that next week, but we can start talking about it now. Sure. Sure, Seth. Aussie dollar, euro dollar, euro lira. We kind of already did that. But okay. Euro Aussie. Yeah, that's probably a good one. Aussie dollar. Sure. Val, thank you. Hey, thank you. Can you look at euro Swissy? Okay, I looked at it quickly, but I can do it again. Wayne, great show. Thank you, Chucky. The Aussie dollar. So there's a few Aussie dollars. There's a few Aussie pairs, actually. Euro, Aussie, Aussie dollar, Aussie Swiss. You are awesome. No, you are awesome, JL. You are a great teacher. Thank you, Manny. Kiwi yen. Yeah, let's try to get some yens in there. Okay, RJ and Kenneth, you bet. Pound kiwi. I bet you we won't do that. I don't think we're going to have time for a cross like that. I thought kiwi was sort of neutral right now, and pound is a little bit all over the place with Boris, but generally weak. But probably not, maybe too weak at the moment. Thank you. Every day leaves a thank you. I appreciate it. You know what? Thank you for leaving a comment every single day. Pretty exciting when I type, huh? Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Wayne. Thank you, guys. These are all yesterday thank yous. SNB, I'll throw you a thank you. Yep. Okay, so looks like Euro pairs and Aussie pairs. Maybe a quick blink at peso. But peso I want to do next week for sure, right? Pearl, you should start taking courses at fxbootcamp.com. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, you're right. It's only coming out at 7:20. I wonder if it gets dumbed down. But anyways, let's do that. Some Euro pairs and Aussie pairs. So let's start with Aussie. Okay. So we want congruency daily. Let's make this daily. Let's make this daily. Make this daily. Okay. Aussie's been weak against Euro, which is amazing. Aussie's been weak against Swissy. Aussie's been weak versus CAD. Aussie has been weak against US dollar. So it seems like in general you should be bearish on the Australian dollar. What do you think? Is there anything else we can learn from? This one reversed right at the weekly and monthly cluster. This is where you would expect it to reverse. Now, maybe not forever. Okay. So now you have to tell me, are you going to stay bearish or are you going to turn bullish? You might want to look at the calendar next week, see if anything's going on there for Aussies. So on and so forth. But this is where you'd have to tell me what you want me to do. So remember the trade planner that I'm going to build for you guys, and I'll have a meeting on Monday with the programmer. You're going to tell me what you want to do. Because that's an opinion. I don't know what your bias is. Your bias is as good as my bias. So you have to tell me, are you a buyer of Aussie dollar or are you a seller? Once you tell me that, I can set up trades all day. And the nice thing about that is when the market agrees with me, I'm very much likely to make money. And when the market doesn't agree with me, I'm very much not likely to even get a trade set up. So when I'm wrong, I probably don't get any trades. When I'm right, I probably make money. And when I'm unlucky, I break even or lose a little bit. But hopefully that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be in the middle. You shouldn't be trading when it's right. Like, for example, if you're a bear, you only sell high. When you're a bull, you only buy low. So to break even and lose money, you're either trading against the trend or you're in the middle of a range and you're still trading like you're trending. Like, dude, right? Like, you have to ask yourself, is the market trending in my favor? If you're a bull, is it a bullish trend? If you're a bear, is it a bearish trend? Very basic question. So if you're stuck in the middle of a range, what the heck, dude? You didn't even answer the first question. Is this a range? This is a range and you're trend trading. What the hell's wrong? Right? What are you doing? Oh, well, no, stop being mechanical. Think about it. If it's not trending in your favor, then you probably shouldn't be trading. Okay? So Stevie says bear on Aussie. All right. I'm good with that. Sideways, you stop trading, Trail. Go find something else. Look, there's always something trending. Okay? There's always something trending. So if you just stare at the same currency pair all day, every day, that's a mistake that you're making. All right, so a bear on Aussie. All right, so, okay. This one's moderately, okay, this is not that great, so these are both kind of the same. This is moving pretty good, and that one's moving pretty good. So let's pick one. Aussie CAD. I don't like to trade commodities versus commodities. This one seems the best because it's really bounced off of here, but it's still technically bearish. You see the 21.55? So and being a bear on Aussie, you want that to go up. You want this to go up, but it's still technically bearish. You see that? This is sort of neutral, and you may not want to be in on that, but it's better than this other stuff. And bear on Aussie. See, like, again, what I'm trying to say is the market's technically bearish, but we want this to go up. So I'm probably not going to look at that, but I like this part. Okay, you want to be a bear on Aussie, so that means we need to short. So that, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay, are we at resistance? Is there anything at all we can claim as resistance? Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, okay, I guess we could argue that, right? What's the next one? Yeah. All right, so now we got the basis of two bearish trades. So let's drop into a smaller time frame. Let's go from a day to an hour. Okay, cool. Did we have a trade already today? Well, if you know how to swing trade, there's a swing there, and there's a swing there. So that is our sell zone. Oh, someone's already in on the trade. People had trade plans. Isn't that interesting? Lower low, lower high, lower low. So now you got to be kind of late and force your way into the trade that's already began. So you have down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 down. Then it's going to hit this as a bottom. Then it's going to do this, and then it's going to head back down. That's what I think. So maybe your next roll is in the next few minutes, find a way to get short, or wait till the end of the day or Sunday/Monday and see if you can get a second chance in there. You see how that works? Mr. Connor says, I'm a bull sitting on my hands for days. Good job. The patience will pay off. You will make money doing what you're doing. Just not today. Obviously some strength there. But you know what? I still need something like this over the next few days if I'm going to sell the Aussie against the US dollar. Okay? Capiche? Capiche. All right, let's get out of this now. It's questions about euro pairs. Euro. Yeah, Sunday's great for trading. Oh my god. So somebody asked about Euro Swissy. Okay. Let's go to an hourly chart. What do you think about that? Well, if you want to get short, we're going to look at this area here. Let's drop into a 15-minute chart. And between now and Monday morning, I am going to look to do something like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. Revert to the mean. The mean being beep, 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 beep. Okay. Now, I cautioned you guys on this a week ago, week and a half ago, probably maybe 2 weeks ago, that when you're in these zones, the trade's over, right? So you got to be very, very careful in these areas. It doesn't have to do anything. So you might see something like this and say it's bullish. It could just be profit taking. And if it's profit taking, this is likely to roll back down. Okay, unless something significantly is turned euro bullish, okay, and weak on the Swissy, right? You have to determine that. Otherwise, you're going to look for in the next 24 hours of trading. Okay. Cedric says double bottom on Monday. Well, if you drop that far on Monday, you would set up a counter trend trade. Yeah. And I'm not looking for a double bottom. I'm looking for a double top. Jimbo says, I find ranges or pauses before prior. Yeah. So that change your time frame, Jimbo. So if you're looking at a 1H and you find that you're consolidating, bust out your 1 day and do some analysis on that time frame to get the idea of the bigger trend. Okay. So there's Euro. Somebody asked for like Euro Kiwi. I don't think I got time. Oh, the Euro Kiwi is here. Okay. Yeah, very much the same thing. Right? Oh, nice, Jimbo. Good for you. 15 months. Yeah. Shane. Where you been, kid? Kid Rock! Bongy da bongy bang bang beady 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 bong da bong da booty. Yeah. Where you been, man? My name is Pip Rock. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking. Could maybe plausibly happen. Okay. Let me try to explain it this way. Bear off the central. How about bear off the central? Seem reasonable? Pipe rock. I don't know about that. All right. Euro ZAR, man. Euro, so I think we did. Euro pound. Euro pound, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could do it this way. What is this? 84,728. So how about this? What do you think? No, let's do gold and call it a day. Bong bong bang bang biddy 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 bong 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 doody bong bong bang bang biddy 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 bong 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 biddy. My name is Pip Rock. I don't see my gold. Where's my gold? Oh, there it is. Every time, Ramiz. Every time. I think I told you guys on Wednesday I'm already looking at next week's trades. So this is ZAR for some reason, but I might be showing a correlation to gold. 1 hour, 4 hour. Anyway, so let's do Goldie. Okay. Oh, I have this on the other chart. Yeah, I already have it like this, like a week and a half ago. You don't remember that one? We just looked at like this area. So let's go back. I mean, yeah, I already did gold. You should already be in it from like 100 years ago. News trade. Okay, there's silver. I'm going to get rid of silver because I always mix it up. Okay. And it's no longer there. Suppose it's implied. I thought I had it actually drawn out. Okay. Okay. Boom, 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 boom.